Battlefront is one of the most anticipated games of the year. What you should be wondering is whether to actually buy it. After playing a few hours of it, I decided that Battlefront was not what I expected it to be, or rather not what I wanted it to be. So I was playing Battlefront with a group of friends, and let me tell you, Battlefront's squad sync isn't the greatest. Whether it was the open beta's hype train killing the servers, or just a lack of the game servers themselves, you will find playing with friends to be a bother to do. Don't stay in a squad screen too long, because the servers will often just forget that you were all together.
Fine.
Fucking fine. How long did this take us to get into a game together?
Did it
Really? No, it didn't.
Fuck you! You asshole!
That being said, I finally got into the game with my squad and my teammate selected. Firstly, the graphics are pretty much pulled directly from the movies, and that's awesome. Playing the game felt like I was inside a scene from Empire Strikes Back. With all these amazing graphics, I thought this was going to be great. The first hour or so was awesome. But soon, I realized the game felt like Battlefield with some sound and retextured skins. Once you put all the graphics and level design behind you, the game feels empty. At least from a long-time PlanetSide 2 player, and a big fan of Battlefront 2. The fights in Battlefront 2 were a bit bigger, and you could mod them to be much bigger. The biggest worry was whether it was going to be as bad as Battlefront 4.
Damn.
Well, it does have pretty bad hitboxes on certain areas, and the netcode issues are definitely there. But they're probably not as bad as Battlefront 4, but it's still pretty bad. Generally, I found the game mechanics pretty good. The grenades work well, and you will love the implosion grenade, blowing up only to suck you in and blow you up again. I love the trenches, so many games don't have trenches, and there are a big impact on the gameplay, in my opinion. However, the vehicle mechanics felt clunky and awkward. F1 to roll, are you kidding? The hero controls felt clunky too. I felt like I was walking around with a big heavy person, and it didn't feel as smooth as when I was just a soldier. Unlike the smooth control in Battlefront 2. I think it came down to my love for Battlefront 2 and my high expectations of the game. In my opinion, it's just another Battlefield with Star Wars graphics and guns. Overall, the game is great if you want Star Wars immersive experience. I will probably end up getting it just for that, but all the Battlefront 2 fans, this is just not the same. I will miss those space battles and the hunt modes. I give it a 7 out of 10. It's okay, but it could have been much better. It's definitely not a 10 out of 10 for me, because it's definitely not what I expected it to be. And I think a lot of people will come into this game not from playing Battlefront 2 or previous Star Wars games. The original LucasArts that were going to build the Battlefront 3 were going to have space battles where you could leave the space battle, fly into the ground battle, and keep fighting from there. That means you'd have these big fights all interlocking, kind of like PlanetSide 2. But this game's just Battlefield. Little fights, and for some people that's enough. But for me, it just wasn't. It just wasn't a big enough thing. It's just another Battlefield. That's all.
Oh my lord, game. Calm it.
Oh my god!